A driver is legally required to carry which document while driving in the UAE? A. A copy of the vehicle service record. B. A valid vehicle registration certificate. C. A list of emergency contact numbers. D. A signed copy of the traffic rules. Answer: B. The law requires all vehicles to display number plates and carry a valid registration certificate while in use. Which factor determines whether a driver has right-of-way at an intersection? A. The speed of the vehicle. B. The type of vehicle being driven. C. The presence of road signs and signals. D. The driver's experience level. Answer: C. Traffic rules dictate right-of-way based on road signs, signals, and lane discipline. The use of hazard lights while driving is permitted under what condition? A. While stationary in a dangerous position. B. During poor weather conditions. C. When reversing. D. When overtaking. Answer: A. Hazard lights should only be used to warn other drivers that the vehicle is stopped in a hazardous location. What is the main role of a catalytic converter in a vehicle? A. Improve fuel efficiency. B. Reduce engine noise. C. Convert harmful emissions into less harmful gases. D. Increase the vehicle speed. Answer: C. The catalytic converter reduces carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, and nitrogen oxide emissions. How should a driver respond if their vehicle starts to skid on a wet road? A. Press the brake hard immediately. B. Accelerate to regain control. C. Turn the steering wheel sharply in the opposite direction. D. Steer in the direction of the skid while easing off the accelerator. Answer: D. This technique helps regain traction and control of the vehicle. When approaching a pedestrian crossing with no traffic light, a driver should: A. Maintain their current speed. B. Horn to warn pedestrians. C. Reduce speed and stop if needed. D. Accelerate to clear the crossing quickly. Answer: C. Drivers must yield to pedestrians at marked crossings. A triangular road sign with a red border indicates: A. A regulatory instruction. B. A warning about potential hazards. C. A speed limit change. D. A prohibition. Answer: B. Triangular road signs provide warnings about hazards ahead. A continuous yellow curbside line indicates: A. A pedestrian-only area. B. A no parking zone. C. A priority lane for buses. D. A compulsory stop area. Answer: B. Yellow curbside lines indicate parking restrictions. When driving through fog, a driver should: A. Use high beam headlights. B. Drive with hazard lights on. C. Use low beam headlights and reduce speed. D. Increase speed to avoid accidents. Answer: C. High beams reduce visibility in fog due to light reflection. What is the safest action when encountering a flooded road? A. Drive at normal speed to pass quickly. B. Avoid entering the flooded area if the water is deep. C. Increase tire pressure for better grip. D. Use hazard lights and proceed normally. Answer: B. Driving through deep water can damage the vehicle and cause loss of control. What is the main cause of traffic accidents in the UAE? A. Poor weather conditions. B. Reckless driving and failure to follow traffic laws. C. Poor road infrastructure. D. Lack of road signs. Answer: B. Most accidents result from driver negligence and non-compliance with traffic laws. How should a driver react when being overtaken? A. Maintain a steady speed. B. Speed up to prevent the overtake. C. Move closer to the other vehicle. D. Honk continuously. Answer: A. This ensures the overtaking vehicle can pass safely. What is the correct action if an engine overheats? A. Turn off the air conditioning and reduce speed. B. Pour cold water into the radiator immediately. C. Increase speed to cool the engine. D. Continue driving and check later. Answer: A. Reducing the engine load can help it cool down. What is the stopping distance required for a vehicle traveling at 100 km/h? A. 25 meters. B. 55 meters. C. 75 meters. D. 100 meters. Answer. B. Stopping distance depends on speed and road conditions. A driver using a mobile phone while driving is at risk of A. Reduced fuel efficiency. B. Getting better GPS navigation. C. Improving concentration. D. Increased likelihood of an accident. Answer. D. Mobile phone use distracts drivers and reduces reaction time. When driving on a two-way road, a driver should position their vehicle A. In the center of the road. B. As far to the right as possible. C. As close to the left side as possible. D. In the middle of the lane with half the vehicle in the opposite lane. Answer. B. Keeping to the right ensures a safer flow of traffic and reduces the risk of head-on collisions. A driver approaching a roundabout should A. Speed up to enter quickly. B. Stop at the entrance regardless of traffic. C. Give way to vehicles already in the roundabout. D. Use hazard lights before entering. Answer. C. Vehicles inside the roundabout have the right of way. When should a driver use the left lane on a multi-lane road? A. When driving at a slow speed. B. When overtaking or making a left turn. C. At all times to avoid merging traffic. D. When approaching a traffic light. Answer. B. The left lane is meant for overtaking or preparing for left turns. Driving in extreme heat requires A. Ensuring coolant levels are adequate. B. Keeping tire pressure lower than usual. C. Avoiding the use of air conditioning. D. Keeping windows open at all times. Answer. A. High temperatures can cause engines to overheat, so checking coolant levels is essential. What should a driver do when visibility is reduced due to heavy rain? A. Use high beam headlights. B. Increase speed to pass through quickly. C. Reduce speed and increase the following distance. D. Turn off headlights to avoid reflections. Answer. C. Wet roads reduce traction, so maintaining extra space is necessary for safety. A driver who exceeds the speed limit and causes an accident is A. Partially responsible. B. Not responsible if the other driver was not paying attention. C. Only responsible if a pedestrian is involved. D. Fully responsible for the accident. Answer. D. Speeding reduces reaction time and increases stopping distance, making accidents more severe. Why is tailgating, driving too closely behind another vehicle, dangerous? A. It reduces the driver's reaction time. B. It makes overtaking easier. C. It saves fuel. D. It improves traffic flow. Answer. A. Maintaining a safe following distance allows more time to react and avoid collisions. When driving downhill, a driver should A. Shift to a lower gear to control speed. B. Press the brake continuously. C. Shift into neutral to save fuel. D. Increase speed to prevent skidding. Answer. A. Using a lower gear helps control speed and prevents brake overheating. If a driver's brakes fail while driving, the first action should be A. Shift to a higher gear. B. Turn off the ignition. C. Pump the brake pedal and downshift. D. Exit the vehicle immediately. Answer. C. Pumping the brakes may restore pressure, while downshifting helps slow the vehicle. When involved in a minor accident with no injuries, a driver should A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Stop the vehicle and report the accident to the authorities. C. Continue driving if the damage is small. D. Argue with the other driver about fault. Answer. B. Even minor accidents must be reported as per UAE traffic laws. Which behavior is considered a major traffic violation in the UAE? A. Using the car's horn in a residential area. B. Stopping at a yellow light. C. Driving under the influence of alcohol. D. Driving with headlights on during the day. Answer. C. Drunk driving is a serious offence with severe penalties in the UAE. What penalty can be imposed for running a red light? A. A warning letter. B. A minor fine. C. Heavy fines and possible license suspension. D. No penalty if no accident occurs. Answer. C. Running a red light is a major offense that endangers all road users. What is the purpose of the zipper principle in merging traffic? A. To allow only one vehicle to enter at a time. B. To encourage vehicles to merge alternately. C. To give priority to larger vehicles. D. To prevent smaller cars from merging. Answer. B. This principle ensures smooth merging during heavy traffic. A driver who ignores the give way rule at an uncontrolled intersection. A. Must stop if a police officer is present. B. Risks causing an accident. C. Is allowed to proceed if the other vehicle is slow. D. Can continue if they flash their headlights. Answer. B. Giving way at intersections prevents collisions. What is the most effective way to avoid drowsy driving? A. Open the windows for fresh air. B. Drink coffee and continue driving. C. Take breaks and rest if feeling fatigued. D. Increase speed to reach the destination faster. Answer. C. Regular breaks prevent fatigue and improve concentration.